Roblox is known to have different kinds of hackers within the platform, some of which I have covered in previous videos. Some of these said hackers have even reached icon status. Well, I'm going to be covering what is possibly the most popular Roblox hacker to date. He is said to be very dangerous and evil, and the possibility of things he can do are endless. Even though this person has been proven to be fake, the legacy it has left behind is still pretty impressive. This is the entire story of 1 times 1 times 1 times 1, Roblox's most notorious hacker. Since there are a lot of people who are new to Roblox, we need to answer this one question. Who is 1x1x1x1? Well, 1 times 1 times 1 times 1 is a Roblox test account that was created by Shedletsky and was used to test different exploits. However, the Roblox community spread rumors that 1x1x1x1 was an exploiter and even the account of a hacker. Even though a lot of these rumors are debunked and proven to be fake, many people still believe that they're true. 1 times 1 times 1 times 1 is so notorious that Roblox themselves have made references to him in official merchandise and events. As per usual, we'll be diving into 1 times 1 times 1 times 1's history for the section. So, the story of 1x1x1x1 dates all the way back to May 25th, 2010. So let's start 11 years ago as I'm recording this. This marks the date that the account was created. Throughout the entire time that 1 times 1 times 1 times 1 was mainly active, the account was used by former Roblox admin Shedletsky to test different exploits that could be used on the Roblox platform. A bit of time would pass, Shedletsky would actually create a backstory for 1x1x1x1, which mentioned a evil 1x1x1x1, as well as the account being used to prey on fear. However, another former Roblox admin, Mr. Doombringer, debunked the story in a forum post. He stated that the 1x1x1x1 is, in fact, not a hacker and was a test account made by Shedletsky. The full forum post reads as follows. I posted this in a thread that subsequently died. I'm posting it here so you can refer back to it later. Keep the link to this forum. Distribute it. Tell people the truth, because the truth is actually quite boring. Let's talk about where the name comes from. Long ago, Telemon posted a number of stories about Roblox's backstory to the news. One of these included mentions of 2 times 2, the first brick. Copied over and over, every other brick were its descendants. Then, in a footnote, he mentions the evil 1x1x1x1, so that's where the name comes from. Blame John. Let's talk about why people say he's a hacker. A guy whose name is long forgotten, not Zuka, found an exploit, not cheat engine, to insert control scripts into online places. He sent me a message telling me he had something to demonstrate. I joined him in Crossroads, and it started raining heads saying things along the lines of, he's coming back, and 1x1x1x1 is coming for you, and the likes. People in the server freaked out. I found it hilarious. He gave me instructions on how it works and I reported it to the devs. End of story. Other people, like Dignity, would find other ways to insert scripts and people would assume that they have something to do with the hacker group 1x1x1x1. Truth is, it was that one guy playing off of a Roblox lore thing. Get over it. It's that boring. Now that we got that out of the way, let's continue with the history. In 2015, a Roblox exploiter by the name of The Community was able to friend 1 times 1 times 1 times 1 using an exploit. I talk more about this in my video about him, so make sure to go watch it. Throughout the time that 1 times 1 times 1 times 1 has existed on Roblox, various YouTube videos claim to show him hacking their service and causing havoc amongst the Roblox community. However, the legitimacy of these videos are unknown. The rumors have gone as far as to saying that 1x1x1x1 was involved in the April Fool's hacking of 2012. This, of course, isn't true and never will be. His account would end up being terminated in 2011 and has remained inactive since then. To this day, 1 times 1 times 1 times 1 is a somewhat dead myth with a bit of popularity. The account itself was last online around 3 years prior to recording this. To be honest, there's not much else to say regarding 1 times 1 times 1 times 1's history, since it's pretty much all over the place. Because of this, I tried to simplify and piece it together to the best of my ability. It's not the best, but it's still pretty presentable. Believe it or not, there are actually avatars that have been worn by 1x1x1x1 himself. I'll be going over all of these avatars in this section, so let's not waste any time and let's get into it. So, the first avatar that 1 times 1 times 1 times 1 had consisted of a black head and green limbs, along with a white torso and a Roblox logo t-shirt. The same avatar was worn from the creation of the account until 2014. In my opinion, this avatar is pretty reminiscent of older Roblox avatars, in which they didn't look as cool or have as much clothes. The Roblox logo also makes it known that 1 times 1 times 1 times 1 is an older account, which is pretty cool. I won't be rating it due to time constraints. Anyways, the second avatar that 1x1x1x1 wore consisted of a gray head and arms, as well as light blue legs and a dark green torso. He also equipped the roundy head, which will be relevant later. This avatar was worn by 1x1x1x1 from 2014 until mid-2017. This avatar isn't great since it's just different colored body parts. That in itself is nothing special, but it's important when it comes to 1 times 1 times 1 times 1. The same avatar with the different colored body parts is also his second most iconic avatar to date. Moving on, the third avatar that 1x1x1x1 wore consisted of a white head and arms, as well as light blue legs and a red torso. Despite 1x1x1x1 being terminated during this time, the avatar ended up changing due to a bug that changed the avatars of various players, 1x1x1x1 included. This was later reverted and his avatar changed to the one previous to this one. I have the same opinion about this avatar, it's mostly the same as the previous one, so I won't talk about it much further. The fourth and final avatar, which is the most iconic one, consists of a white head and torso, white arms, and light blue legs. This avatar is pretty similar to the previous two that I mentioned in that there are no clothes and body parts are recolored. This avatar is the one that 1 times 1 times 1 times 1 currently wears and is most known for. I'm not going to give my opinion on this avatar since it's very similar to the previous two. Even though these avatars aren't that special, they have become iconic and associated with 1x1x1x1. I was going to mention this in the trivia section of the video, but I'll talk about it right here. 1x1x1x1's use of the roundy head ended up popularizing the use of the head amongst Roblox hackers and exploiters, regardless of how well known they are. So you can thank 1 times 1 times 1 times 1 for the increase of roundy heads amongst Roblox exploiters and hackers. Even though this isn't related to the section, I need to mention that there isn't that much information on 1x1x1x1's personality since it was just a test account made by John Shedletsky. There is also nothing regarding interactions with him since 1x1x1x1 has been inactive since 2018. Even though this section is pretty unusual for my videos, I believe there is some information about 1x1x1x1's legacy that should be talked about. Also, if you're wondering why I'm saying 1x1x1x1 and 1 times 1 times 1 times 1 is because you can pronounce his name either way, so I'm just gonna be saying it both ways for the rest of the video. So, how has 1 times 1 times 1 times 1 impacted the Roblox community? Well, for one, 1 times 1 times 1 times 1 is currently the only Roblox mate to have a toy made on them. The toy in question, however, looks nothing like his current avatar. The design contains a black head and arms, black legs, a green torso with a rib cage inside of it, a green domino crown, and a creepy face. This design was taken from a model created by Roblox developer Musitive. One noticeable feature has to do with the aforementioned green domino crown. The crown itself doesn't exist on the catalog, but a version of the domino crown that looks similar does exist. The hat in question is called the Viridian Domino Crown. The only difference is that the Viridian Domino Crown is slightly darker and has a Viridian texture. Other than that, the two hats are pretty similar. Another way that 1 times 1 times 1 times 1 has impacted the Roblox community is that several prize items made for the Ready Player 2 event were named after him. The items in question are 1 times 1 times 1 times 1's teapot, 1 times 1 times 1 times 1's shirt, and 1 times 1 times 1 times 1's pants. All three of these items were obtainable during the Ready Player 2 event. This, of course, isn't around anymore, and as a result, one cannot obtain these items. However, those that do have the items can wear items associated with the Roblox myth himself. The third and final way that 1x1x1x1 has impacted Roblox is that in the 8th annual Bloxy Awards, an announcement could be heard in the hub that asks the players to report to staff if a player known as 1 times 1 times 1 times 1 is seen.
Attention all passengers. If you see any suspicious characters by the name of 1 times 1 times 1 times 1, please report them to a member of our staff immediately. We thank you for your cooperation.
It's honestly pretty cool as to how much 1x1x1x1 has been noticed by the Roblox platform, as well as of all the admins and staff members. I have a feeling they might do more things with 1x1x1x1 in the future, but we'll wait and see. For this section, I'll be reacting to videos that claim to show 1x1x1x1 hacking Roblox. I know I don't usually do this, but I thought it'd be pretty cool to do it for this video. So, without further ado, let's play my reactions. So as I said, in this part we're going to be reacting to some videos that claim to show 1x1x1x1 hacking people's servers. I'm only going to be reacting to 2 videos because of time constraints, either 2 or 3 depending on what I feel like. So, the first video we're going to be reacting to is called 1x1x1x1 hacked my friend's server! 3 exclamation marks. And this video is 101,000 views 9 years ago. It's actually pretty cool, so let's watch and see if this is even the real deal. And yes, we're going to do theater mode just cause. And you know what? I'm going to go to full screen mode. So, let's react. the car broke. I just find it funny how the car just got destroyed. Now he has no vehicle to use. ZOMG, it's 1x1x1x1. Yeah, right. Run for your lives. Oh, gee. Oh my god, the car got destroyed again. I'm guessing vehicles just hate this person. You know what? I'm gonna turn this to middle, so you guys can hear me better. Oh wow! Oh wow! The entire server just got dark and everything's on fire and you can't barely even see anything. OMG! Mwahaha, noobs! I have returned from my revenge. You look like a noob yourself, 1x1x1x1. How did he get here? He's hacked! The music though, wow. Now, wait, what did it say? Now you will all perish in my fire of doom. I'm gonna mute the video just cuz. I will destroy you all. You are worthless. How is he here? Run! Well, you know, he spawn killing Froob. I just find it funny how they were pretending that 1x1x1 is here. It's yeah. You will not live through my deadly attacks. Well, they are getting spawn killed, so that's somewhat right. Oh my god, shut down! Dude! Hacks Roblox user. I might as well clone you into bots. And then those bots will destroy Roblox. Ha 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 ha! You can't stop me. There's nothing you can do. I just find it funny how 1x1x1x1 is just announcing that he's destroying the server. You don't need to talk about it. We can clearly see you destroying the entire server. We will never respawn kills. Mwahahahaha, noobs. I've returned for my revenge. Didn't you already say that? Now you will all perish in my fire of doom. Okay, so that video was certainly something. Oh yeah, the music's... It's OMG, the 2011 times of Roblox was the best. I actually joined in 2012, so I can't really say anything about that. But for my video on this, it's pretty cool to be honest. It just shows the friends yeah, right. Then destruction happens in the entire server, which is oh my god. I'm gonna leave this video a like just because I find it pretty cool and funny at the same time. So, I found a second video that we will be reacting to. The video in question is possible 1x1x1x1 recent hacking exploiting January 2014. And the video was uploaded by the Smoot Girl. As you can see, this has over 116,000 views and was uploaded on January 9th, 2014. I'm reacting to this video because I just want to see how it is. So as you can see, it's the old Roblox recording. Oh, wait. You can actually see that there's players' names of 1x1x1x1, which is like the hacker in question. And this is also back when guests existed. Okay, I don't know what the laughing is about. Oh wait, all of these people's avatars changed to this thing, except with a different colored torso every time, but you get the idea. It's the same avatar basically the entire time. The person in chat that said, "We all look ugly." No, you look amazing. Pig bros, congrats. I'm just surprised at how many 1x1x1x1 heads and bodies that there are. It's like he just kept on spawning them all at the same time, and the fact that there's so many of these, it honestly just find it funny. Okay, I'm actually gonna mute that because of copyright. What else is... Okay, so a bunch of disco is happening. Yep, the disco is coming towards the island. I'm pretty sure all the players could be jumping up and I was like, woo, party! Okay, yeah, seizure warning if you see this. It's actually in this part like, because seizures happen, and if you get seizures from flashing lights, click off this video right now. Ah, my screen! I'm colorblind! So I think they can't really see it or something? I honestly do not know. Oh, it hurts! Yeah, we're gonna skip because nobody wants to see that. So, I hate because there's so many, there's so much destruction in this server, like it's not even funny. Okay, so yeah. I think you get the basic gist of this video. It's just a bunch of hacking. Let me see if there's anything else worthy of seeing. Oh wait. They all got turned into guests. Except for that body, but like, I just find it interesting how there's so many... Everyone was just dressed up as a guest because like, it's like, oh my god. So I'm guessing this is something else the hacker did, like turned everyone into guests that did not have hats. Because you know, back then, guests had... Like when you were a guest, if you were a male guest, you had a hat. And if you were a female guest, you had a pink hair. If you were neither, you were just a bald guest. Like the Roblox avatar back then. It was actually this. Oh, even back then, if you fell, you lost health. That honestly really sucks for the older players. It just sucks in general. Oh, and that panda koala hat. And I just noticed the house is flipped upside down, and oh my god, I think it's catching on fire. Cause like I saw the entire floor just fell down. There's so much destruction happening. I personally find it kind of funny. Yeah, someone is actually hacking. The video claims that it's 1x1x1x1, which is pretty cool. Cause like it's relevant to the video, I decided to react to this video along with the other one, just cause I feel like it would have been a cool addition to this video. Like, this is gold. It actually is. I want to know what FactChew is actually doing these days. It darks. The house just got obliterated, just like, oh my god, what is happening? What in the heck is this black thing that's coming towards the player? Oh. Oh, good. So, like, I'm guessing that the FactChew survived. Oh yeah, they can't move, because several people are saying I can't move. So let's skip, see what else there is. Oh, he got flung! So everyone got teleported to a glass office, which is an older map. Oh, something happened to the map? Let's see it happen in action. Like, okay, so the map got lifted and flipped, rotated or something. I'm just doing it based on what's happening. Yeah, everyone's just like, what? What happened? Oh, the house got thrown off the island. So technically everyone survived, I guess? Unless it's a tornado, then it's just every man for themselves. Oh, so the game just turned into night. Oh, there's that flying person. I think that's the hacker or something. I honestly do not know. Okay, I'm skipping to the video, seeing if anything happened. Okay, so that was the basic gist of that video. So yeah, those are pretty cool videos in my opinion. I find it funny how like they claim to show 1x1x1x1 when in reality we don't know if that's even the actual case. So I hope this section was good for you. If you guys liked it, yeah, I don't really know what to say for now, so let's just continue on with the video. Believe it or not, there are actually a few pieces of trivia about 1x1x1x1 that one should know. If you didn't know already, trivia is just extra facts that are relevant enough to make it onto the video. So without further ado, let's get into the trivia. The first piece of trivia is that the account we all know as 1x1x1x1 is actually not the original one. In fact, the original account called 1x1x1x1 was made all the way back in 2007. However, the account's name was changed to the one that is shown on screen. I'm not going to say the username because it's pretty long. This meant that the name 1x1x1x1 was now available for use, which ended up being taken by the account we know today. I personally think this is interesting since cases like this don't happen that often. The second and final piece of trivia is that 1x1x1x1's user ID was 8,166,491, or 8166491. This means that he was one of the older accounts to exist on the platform, which perfectly aligns with the creation date of his account. I don't know how relevant this information is, but I still felt like sharing it. So, what do we learn in this video? 1x1x1x1 was a test account made by Shaletsky that ended up evolving into a supposed hacker that can destroy Roblox games. This was fueled by rumors that date all the way back to 2010. It has even gone as far as to saying that 1x1x1x1 was involved with the April Fool's hacking of 2012. The story of 1x1x1x1 dates all the way back to May 25th, 2010, and has existed in various forms since then. During this time, Shaletsky would give the account a creepy backstory, which mentioned 1x1x1x1 being a hacker. However, the rumors will be put to rest in mid-2011 by a former Roblox admin known as Mr. Doombringer. The forum post revealed the truth and pretty much confirmed any doubt about 1x1x1x1 being a legitimate hacker. Regardless, it sounds like people still believe in his myth and consider him to be a hacker. That being said, 1x1x1x1 will forever have a big legacy within Roblox, and that's everything.